The following program is for adult audiences only.
Hey, this is Alonzo Bowden, and you are listening to Who's Talking Shh with Johnny and Anthony.
Who's Talking Shh with Johnny and Anthony.
Here we are again, folks.
We're recording the Who's Talking Shit show.
With Johnny.
And this is the motherfucking maniac. What's up, guys? I almost got fucking taken to prison on the way here. It was insane. I'm driving the car, doing what I do, fucking smoking my weed on my phone, you know, how you drive. And I'm driving this car, and I hear sirens, look in my rearview mirror. These fucking pigs are right behind me. They're behind me. So then I turn on my blinker, but I'm kind of high, so I turn it on pointing the wrong way. So I'm saying I'm pulling out, and I pull over halfway onto the shoulder, halfway onto the road, and I'm driving like 10 miles an hour, trying to decide because of my high brain if I'm going to run or not. It's taking me too long. So then he goes around me, which was amazing. I'm like, oh man, the viewers are going to get to hear me today, Johnny. They're going to get to hear the Who's Talking Shit show. And then bam, another police officer right behind me with the sirens yet again. I had to pull over again. I said, Jesus Christ. Whew. You can't pay for that at Walmart, Johnny. You can't buy a rush like that. Oh man. Whew, it was incredible.
I'm sorry
I mean,
he didn't get pulled over.
No, I never actually got pulled over. That was the thing. But maybe the weed helped me enjoy the experience more. Maybe that was it. Maybe I burned my hand. I had to put the joint out in my hand, guys. I'm hard, man. I was gonna eat the fucker too. I ain't scared. But then I was thinking I drive with my windows up. So once I roll the window down,
You fucked.
my cover's blown. My cover is blown. So luckily I'm here. I'm queer. We're under control. Let's go.
I'm sorry you have to hear him. So, we got back from Wendover last night. Went and saw Lance Burton and Friends
Oh yeah.
in Wendover. It was pretty fucking badass. We got our tickets signed by the entire
See, it's about time.
crew.
We've been in this industry for like 5 years. It's about time we get backstage passes, start seeing some guys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was Lance Burton, Michael Goudot. So he's been out for a long time. I didn't remember him until he started doing the juggling apples bit and eating them while he was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's when I remembered who he was. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that guy. He was
the first
cool
time
as
I
fuck.
seen that shit live, like not live, but
Mhm.
on stage. It was incredible. I was like, this fucking guy,
Yeah,
make $1 million doing that. I tell you.
yeah. He walked right past us.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got some people from the audience, and I was like, oh my god, hope he picks me, hope he picks me, hope he picks me.
Oh, Johnny's the kind of guy. He wants to get picked. I'd be like, if you fucking pick me, I'm walking out of here. Don't you make a fool of me.
He only picked women.
Oh, you sexist prick. You didn't have the right tits. That's a problem. Yeah, see that?
He had Keith West, who was part of the Illusioneers. He didn't really have a lot of personality. I mean, his tricks were good, but his showmanship wasn't all that great.
Well, dude, you know, that's something. I think you're less of a man if you can't admit that you enjoy a magic show. It's a magic show. Don't be a dick. It's magic. You know what I mean? I hate
Magic, fuck you.
Dude, I hate people that don't like magic, man. Fucking anti-magic motherfuckers. What are you talking about, man? Oh, well, I just see how the tricks are done. Well, fuck you. Go home then, prick. How about that?
Man.
So does everyone else.
This fucking guy next to me, every single time he'd do a trick, he's like, oh my god. Dude, I was laughing. Well,
This guy's blown away.
I was laughing after the show. I wasn't laughing during because he fucking annoyed the shit out
He's
of me.
the most irritating guy.
He limped over and sat down. He's like, he looks at me. He's like, my knee hurts. I'm like, I don't care.
He was one of these guys looking for. He wanted
A buddy.
the heal. He wanted the magician to heal him with the power of God.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna walk around with a limp. Maybe this magic motherfucker get me on stage.
Yeah. So he puts out his fist to give me a fist bump. So I'm like,
Oh, that's fucking odd.
and then he puts his hand out. He's like, I'm Russell. And I said, I'm Johnny. And I just turned around to shake his fucking hand.
Hey
Like,
guys, I'm gonna go on
fuck
record
off,
and
dude.
say nobody wants an uninitiated fist bump. That is the oddest thing to do. I don't know what everybody thinks. Guys just run around fucking bumping. No, we don't, dude. That's weird. I don't want to touch you, bro. Don't fucking. That's weird to me. I don't like it, bro. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I went to see Lance Burton. I didn't go to see Russell.
I certainly
or
didn't
the
go.
Fuck his name was.
I didn't go to see you, dude.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck who you are.
And don't be a grown-up out here trying to make friends, my guy. Don't do that.
Then we were in line to meet all the guys, and this guy's like, "Oh, it was great, wasn't it?" Yeah, it was awesome. He's like, "Who was your favorite?" And Ravensall, Bob, who was the Fielding West. He was the other guy. It was his dove was named Bob, and Ravensall Bob. So yeah, Bob was great. And I turned around and stopped looking at the guy.
Don't come out here trying to start conversation.
I don't want to talk to you.
There is nothing creepier than an adult trying to make friends in a public place. That's fucking odd, dude. But you know what? Go home and sit in the dark like the rest of us. Go home and sit in a dark room and think to yourself about how great it is to be alone. That's what adults do. Don't be out here trying to make friends in a public place, you fucking weirdo. Why don't you just go hang out at the park, you fucking odd guy?
Yeah, it was. I don't like people anyway. Please don't talk to me.
I certainly hate friendly people, just so you all fucking know. If you see me out, man, I'm probably in a bad mood. I don't want to be out.
And the guy that sat down next to me was drunk too, which I fucking hate even more.
Oh. Man, I'm like one of these dogs that has anxiety that just really loves their cage. Like I really do. I don't want to come out of my cage. If I come out of my cage, I'm on edge. I'm weird. I don't like talking to people and shit. It's odd. I'll just sit in my cage. Just leave me alone. Lock me in. It's fine. As long as you throw food at the door, I'll just be fine. Just lock me in here. I don't give a shit.
It's crazy.
Fucking drunk guys ruining fucking comedy shows.
Bank executive accused of urinating on a fellow airline passenger.
Well, we're going to hear about this.
So, Wells Fargo executive arrested, fired for urinating on passenger mid-flight. Indian police have arrested an unruly airline passenger following a complaint by a woman aboard an Air India flight from New York that he urinated on her in business class. Shankar Mishra was picked up by police in the southern city of Bengaluru and brought to the Indian capital on Saturday, New Delhi. Police spokesman Suman Nalva said on Sunday. Nalva declined to say what Mishra told investigators after his arrest. The Times of India newspaper cited Mishra as saying that he was drunk and could not believe what he had done. A New Delhi court sent him to prison for 14 days as police investigate the complaint accusing Mishra of outraging the modesty of a woman during the New York-New Delhi flight. If convicted, he faces up to 3 years in prison.
Fuck! Well, at least they don't fucking mar him as like a sex offender like they would in this country.
Yeah, I
Right?
mean, I was kind of surprised, to be honest.
Yeah, you think, right? They don't make you register over there for whipping out your dick on an airplane? But again, he paid for a business class ticket. So, some liberties will be taken. You understand? If I paid for you understand basic economy is probably like $250. Business class. Okay, we're looking at $1,500 a ticket minimum. All right? I'm going to do some peeing. I might just do some peeing on you. I understand his situation. If it was only 14 days, I might pee on everybody. The 3 years is where they fucked me up. I'm not doing 3 years for peeing on nobody.
Right.
How about that? I ain't doing 3 years for pissing on no persons. No, sir.
Yeah, he was fucking drunk and...
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Of course, I do know some motherfuckers that get drunk and piss on stuff. I know some people like that, so that's not a crazy thing.
Yeah, but like he finished and everything. Like he just...
How do you
Start
know?
to finish, he just fucking peed and...
He shook it and everything?
I assume.
he gave it 2 on her? Yeah, you like that? That's for you.
That's fucking
For you.
ridiculous, dude.
You're welcome. You can have that. He gave her a wink, huh? He said, yeah, you like that?
Fucking
Fuck me.
ridiculous.
So you can keep that. Here you go. Shake it on you. Start to finish, because I'm a finisher. That's what he said. Fuck me.
Yeah.
Well,
Fucking crazy.
if you complete urinating on a person, so much is that Johnny can say You did it start to finish. You need 3 years in prison. You're a maniac. You probably kill cats at your house or something. You're a serial killer. You're a real maniac. You're just pissing and staring and pissing and shaking. Eye contact. Eye contact the whole time. No, sir. Yeah, you're going away. You're doing him in a maximum security prison, too, you motherfucker. How about that, you creep?
They put him in prison because they thought he was a flight risk. They weren't going to let him be out while they were doing the
investigation. Don't let him on another plane.
Yeah, right?
He's gonna start pissing on people, whatever you do. Don't let him fly no fucking where. That's the first thing we're taking away is his wings. You're not flying anywhere, man. Because every time you get up there, people get rained on. And I don't fucking like that type of shit. She's gonna sue us, man. Fuck. Get all drunk. India Air's getting sued because this lady's soaking in piss. What's happening? And she's in business class. If you want to piss on somebody, piss on the poor passengers in economy. That's what you do. You get the business class ticket, you gotta piss, you go in the back, you piss on a poor guy, and you come back up. There's poor kids back there, whatever you're into, I don't give a shit. But you don't piss on a business class person, especially a business class woman. She'll fucking cut your head off. There's me too, buddy. Oh, no, sir.
Yeah, I'm sure like those people, the poorer people are less likely to complain.
Yeah, I mean... Well, they're less likely to get heard. I don't know if they're less likely to complain. Right. They're less likely for anybody to give a shit. Yeah. So, you know.
Nobody goes back there anyway.
If I was going to piss on anyone, it'd be a homeless. Nobody cares. They already smell like piss. You're not doing anything to them.
I'm pretty sure they're not going to be on a flight, though. But
yeah, well, you know. They're not going to smell like my piss. So, if you want to split hairs. But I'm just saying. Fuck me. Fucking hobos. There's too many fucking homeless people in this town. I'll jump off that fucking bridge right now. Hey, homeless people. Get the fuck out of here. I'm sick of homeless people coming up to my restaurant and begging me for free food. It's driving me up a fucking wall. Hey, guys, I got a restaurant. I sell food. I don't give it to bums. I don't think bums are watching this. Never mind, guys. If you see a bum, tell them I said get the fuck out of here. How about that?
Okay, let's try this one again. A woman with cerebral palsy sentenced to jail after yelling at Cyclist to get off sidewalk before rider died.
What the fuck does her cerebral palsy have to do with it?
I don't fucking know. Says a pedestrian has been sentenced to 3 years in prison after she yelled at a cyclist who then fell into the street, was hit by a car, and died.
Fuck.
In October 2020, Ariel Gray, 49, was walking on a sidewalk in Cambridgeshire, a county in England, when Celia Ward was cycling towards her on the same sidewalk. Gray yelled, "Get off the fucking pavement," and threw up her arms at Ward, causing Ward to fall into the street and get hit by a car. She died at the scene, per a news release from Cambridgeshire police. She was 77. Gray was found and arrested at her Huntingdon home. And when talking to the police, she says she had disabilities and trouble seeing and was afraid the bike would hit her. On Thursday, Gray was convicted of manslaughter and sentenced to 3 years in prison.
That is fucking insane. That biker asshole deserved to die. You don't fuck you, all right? Hit that old lady if you're so fucking scared. What do you mean? Let me tell you what. If you're riding a bicycle around the city, you're the type of fucking pussy-ass motherfucker that's going to get killed by a car. All right? Let me tell you what happens I get hit by a car. I leave a big fucking dent, and I got to go to work tomorrow. That's what happens if I get hit by a car, Johnny. I don't get to fucking die like a fucking Nancy, like a sissy. Fucking crazy. Some old lady yells at you, and you die? All right. Fuck that guy. That old lady should get a key to the city. Fucking cyclists riding on the goddamn sidewalks. Didn't you all want the roads? Didn't they want the roads? They got their own lane in the roads.
What's a shared sidewalk? They
Fuck
have to
you,
share
it's not a shared
the
sidewalk.
Walking and the
share
cyclist.
the road. Share the road, mister. I got fucking wheels. You can share the road over there, all right? How come I got to share the fucking road with a goddamn bicycle guy, but they want to kick the skateboarders off the fucking sidewalks? Fuck you. You know what I mean? Doesn't make sense. That's crazy. 3 years for yelling at a guy.
A woman.
See that? If it was a guy, we wouldn't have gave a shit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, don't see. If it was a guy cyclist, they'd have been like, yeah, fuck him. Because that's what I thought. I forgot it was a lady, so I was like, yeah, fuck him. But then you're like, oh, it's a lady. Oh, well, that's why she went to prison. You can't kill a lady. Come on. You're not allowed to kill ladies. Oh, fuck. Not nowhere. You're not nowhere can you kill ladies, except, you know.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck cerebral palsy had to do with anything in the
That's
story,
just,
but
yeah, she's a little fucked up, just so you know.
I think she's trying to get out of it by saying she has cerebral palsy, so
But if I was the
she
reporter,
was scared.
if I was a reporter, I wouldn't say that she had cerebral palsy. I'd just be like, she's a bitter old bitch. This bitter old crow yelled at this fitness enthusiast woman, had her slaughtered. You know what? She sent the car too, the fucking old bitch. We're going to put her in prison for 20 years. She'll probably, 3 years, she'll probably die in prison, right? She's old.
She's 49?
Oh, well, fuck, she'll be there forever. She ain't never getting out. Can't kill a lady.
Yeah, that's fucking... Yeah, and then she, before anybody got there, she went and got groceries and went home.
Oh, if it was me, you wouldn't have caught me. I'd have went to a different state. If I yell at someone, now, and for sure now that I know what happens, if I yell at you and you're on a bike and you fucking crash and die, no one's gonna see me. I'm leaving. I'm going somewhere else. I live somewhere else now, and they don't call me by the name that you know me as. So now I live in Kansas, and I go by the name of fucking John Twofinger. Fuck off, all right? That's what it is.
His name's not really Anthony.
I'll fucking start
I'm not
another
supposed to say
business
that.
in another place. You guys all were like, "Oh, this guy kind of popped up out of nowhere, and he just does all this stuff." Yeah, I'll do that again. I've done it before. I'll do it again.
I have a documentary series for you to watch, Anthony.
Docuseries. Is it?
Yeah.
Hold on. Now, I have a complaint. Are we surprised? With
No.
the documentary business. My problem with documentaries, and fucking basically every documentary now, is they call themselves a documentary. You're not a documentary if you put your own fucking, like they're trying to make you feel a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
I watch probably 3 to 4 hours, 2 to 3 hours, like 5 days a week of just informational text. Like basically some asshole reading an encyclopedia into my fucking ear hole while I'm at the gym. And that's just what I listen to, right? Mm-hmm. And then I get to my house, I try to watch a documentary, and these fucking assholes are not giving you any facts. They're giving how they feel about the facts. Like, just tell me the information. I don't give a fuck that you think how crazy you think it is. Just tell me what it is about. You can't be a documentary if you're not giving facts. You're giving the feelings on the facts. It's like fucking Fox trying to tell me they're a news show. Fuck off! You're not a news show. But what's a documentary? Is it one of these asshole documentaries?
Okay, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
We should try to get some child porn videos. Jared Fogle's secret recordings revealed in new documentary.
Fuck! They got that guy on camera saying that?
In secretly taped phone recordings, disgraced ex-Subway spokesman Jared Fogle was forthright in his desire to obtain and view videos of children being sexually abused, a new documentary reveals. We should try to get some child porn videos to watch together. Fogle, now 45, can be heard telling Rochelle Herman, a Florida journalist and radio host who helped with the FBI's investigation into the former sandwich chain spokesperson. The pair first met in 2007 while he was on a media tour touting the lifestyle modifications he had made to lose weight. The shocking rise and fall of Fogle, who shot to fame after losing 245 pounds by claiming to eat Subway sandwiches, is the subject of a new 3-part documentary, Jared from Subway, Catching a Monster, premiering on Investigation Discovery on Monday, March 6th.
He wasn't eating footlongs. He was eating inch-longs. That's what That's how he did it. You see, he went from the long ones to the real tiny ones. You see? Fuck! You know, I tell you, we've been in the business too long. It's crazy, this motherfucker. Like, how do you come into a conversation? How do you start that conversation and not think you're going right to prison?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I don't fucking
How do you
know,
start
dude.
having that conversation with any grown person and not think, yeah, I'm going to prison? Eventually, this is going to come out.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know how fucking chomos and I don't know how they pedophiles and shit. I don't know how they ever find other people who, because would you fucking tell anybody
right?
if
Would
you
you?
did that
No,
shit?
you
I
can't-
wouldn't
well,
fucking tell anyone.
you go to jail, Fogle.
Exactly.
You fucking go to fucking jail.
dumbass.
Like, yeah, I mean, there's got to be, there's a website for everything, right? There's like
Yeah.
a community for everything now. Probably
Everything.
before the internet, you didn't tell anyone. That's why we didn't hear about it all the time, probably. You know what I mean? But now that all these fuckers get together and fucking, exchange, like Nambla, this fucking asshole,
Yeah.
they're like trying to, I didn't know that was a real thing. I seen the joke
You just
on
thought
South
it was on
Park.
South Park? That's fucking
I seen that shit on
funny.
South Park, and I'm like, what the fuck? I look it up. That's a real organization of dudes that are like, man, we're just trying to marry some little
love
kids.
boys.
I just want to love some little dudes. I don't know, man. I mean, to play devil's advocate, I mean, I read their argument. They're like, hey, man, sometimes pansexual people are attracted to fucking like a table, or they can hump an ottoman or whatever, They don't give a fuck. So like these guys are like, I don't want to be attracted to like little dudes, but I am. I mean, I get it. You don't get to pick that. But fuck, that's when you keep under wraps, Like guys were gay for like their whole life and then they died, never sleeping with a man. That's what you got to do then. You just got to take that shit to your grave and fuck ladies. Sorry, it's not that bad. Get over it, right? It's not that bad. Just have sex with ladies and just fucking there you go. Now you got to live like the rest of everybody else and just have a secret that, you like things you're not allowed to. That you just have to do it that way. I don't know. You can't start a fucking group of weirdos. I don't know why we're shooting up movie theaters. How are these guys not getting fucking mass shot? We're shooting up schools. Why are we not shooting up the dudes that are hanging out at the schools trying to beat off the kids? They got a whole group. They're all in the same room. It's nuts.
Yeah. Fucking ridiculous.
And then what's their whole thing? They're like, well, we're in this group and we really support like dudes banging little dudes. But we don't do it so we don't go to jail? Like are you not admitting that you're a violent sex criminal? Well, hold on. A lot of pedophiling apparently is not violent. That's their whole thing. They're like, hey man, not all pedophiles hurt kids. I totally understand that too. Doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter though. It doesn't. You can have a great argument that just doesn't matter. Your point is invalid. It just doesn't matter, man. You can't have that group. I don't know how they don't get shot up. It's fucking nuts.
I don't know.
I didn't know they were real. I thought they were fucking made up.
It's funny. I knew you were gonna say the South Park thing when you.
That's
the first place I ever heard about it too.
Yeah. Well, fucking. How could that exist? That's a real thing in the world. Like a cabal of pedophiles that are just like, yeah, dude, we're pedophiles and we're out here and we're fucking trying to recruit some pedophiles and we're trying to get some children's. And you're like, well, we don't allow that. And they're like, yeah, well, fuck off. We're going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
And we got a fucking sign.
We're allowed to meet.
Yeah.
We might not be allowed to meet kids, but we're allowed to meet each other.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you go to that meeting, are you not saying I am a child molester and I'm going to be doing some molesting? The police don't just go in there and arrest those guys? Or like what? I don't get it. Are they covered under like the same thing I'm covered under? Like it's a joke? Like I can say whatever I want?
I guess you can arrest somebody that hasn't done anything yet. I mean, you can't arrest them for wanting to. I mean, you'd have to have some kind of proof.
You can arrest someone for wanting to murder. You certainly can. I mean, yeah. What do you mean? You can arrest somebody for wanting to bank rob. If you plan to bank rob, you're going to fucking jail for it. Like if I find out about it, that's what I can plan to kitty touch, but as long as I don't do it, like no, that's still a crime. I'm sure. Is that the only one that isn't a crime? What the fuck is that? We should go in there and arrest those guys. Yeah. We're pulling over DUI guys. I almost got pulled over smoking pot today. I would have gone to jail. They would have taken me to prison. I would have shot that cop. I would have had to get rid of this pistol right here. And I would have had to go to prison. You understand? Like, and that's a crime of passion. I didn't even want to do that. I didn't plan that. I was just coming here to do the show. These guys are planning crimes and they're just, fuck it, we're just meeting. And talking about crimes.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's nuts. I don't know. I mean, they might not actually exist. I looked them up. It might be a front. It might be like a thing, like old fucking To Catch a Predator, right?
Oh yeah,
it might be a whole fake thing. Yeah. How could it really exist?
And just
right?
get people to join so they can fucking arrest them.
They have that guy, and he like tries to make this case, and it's all full of like these fucking blank-faced white dudes that are all they're like late 30s, early 40s, and you're just like, maybe these are all cops, and they're just trying to recruit real pedophiles. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, maybe. It'd be a good front.
You gotta silver line things in this country, because that is fucking diabolical. That is disgusting that they just have, like, meat. There's donuts and coffee at the fucking pedophile meeting. That's fucking crazy. All right. Fuck them.
Don't fuck him. Don't fuck him.
Fuck me.
That's better than kids.
Bingo.
An anthropology student saw a box of bones in her classroom. Years later, she helped cops ID 2 missing men.
So that there were just human bones in this classroom?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, quick sidebar. I found a piece of a human face one time in a storage locker at a casino we worked at. Cops came, took it, didn't give a shit. That's fucking weird. Anyway, they said, hey, you got to give that to us. Gave it to them. Never heard nothing about it. That's suspicious. Go ahead.
A former college student who says she was haunted by a box of unidentified human remains she saw in her forensic anthropology class years ago helped police identify a pair of missing Ohio men from 2 separate decades-old cold cases. According to CBS News, Alicia Yelkin says she was taking a forensic anthropology class at Youngstown State University in the early 2000s when she saw a box of bones belonging to an unknown individual or individuals. I wondered forever who he was. I wondered what he looked like, and he haunted me, Yelkin said during a press conference Tuesday. She said it didn't take her 20 years to contact the police, but it took police that long to hear her out. I called and I stopped different police officers, and nobody took me seriously, Yelkin said.
So it was like her teacher's bones that he used in class? Is that what's going on?
So nobody's charged yet or anything. Like, they're still trying to figure out how these people died. It was 2 young guys. They're trying to figure out how they died, and
That lady's a fucking snitch.
actually,
That lady's a fucking snitch, dude.
But yeah, can you imagine? Just there's bones
That
in your
would be-
classroom, so you just
That would be awesome. No, I couldn't. I don't have good luck, Johnny. I would steal all of them. I would have 2 full man skeletons that I could hang out with and talk to. I would like. What do you mean? Like, that's just like you could set those up in your house. Like, are they full skeletons? Those are free for anybody to take. Like, for anybody. What do you mean they weren't locked up? Like, most skeletons have like 3 tons of dirt on them. You got to move before you can get them. Like, it's so much shoveling, guys. It's a lot of work. So if you get free ones just sitting in a box somewhere, like if I could freely go to Mexico and come back like without questions, I would give. They have bones in boxes there too. You can just pick them up. I guess they're somebody's grandpa or something. I don't know. They're like they decorate them or whatever they do. But you can take them. Like nobody's watching them. You could just get them. That's crazy. You're a snitch, lady. Hey, why are you going to ruin a perfectly good opportunity? If you find a big duffel bag full of money, what are you going to give it to the police? What are you going to do? You know how much a skeleton cost? Like, good night. It's like, just for a head, you can get fucking like $5,000 just for the cranial fucking part of a skeleton. Then if you sell each bone, especially if you do cool stuff with them, like make necklaces or shot glasses or fucking whatever, axe handles, whatever you like to do. I don't know, whatever you like to do. But if you do some cool stuff with them, dude, that's like, there's probably $100,000 sitting in that box, and this lady's just like, oh, I'm gonna tattle. Like, you're not gonna bring them back to life. They're still dead. What does it matter? We don't even know who they are. Fuck them. They're dead. You're fucking with the economy, you fucking bitch. That's crazy. Don't you Hey guys, if you find any bones, bring them to me. I'll take them. No questions asked. Just give them to me, and then I'll have them. That's fine. I don't care. You know how long I've wanted to find a dead body like out by a mine shaft? Oh man, because like I've always wondered, like why would anybody ever call that in? Like I would just, if it's just bones, like then you got free bones. Nobody calls in a cow. Like nobody calls in like a deer's fucking head. It's got antlers on it. They're like, oh, I'm gonna mount it on my wall. I'm not calling in your body. If I find you fuckers out in the sticks, I'm keeping you.
He's gonna mount you on the wall.
I'm gonna mount you somewhere.
Hey. Oh, so this last story is police warn of evil Elmo, a man harassing residents of Santa Cruz while dressed as Cookie Monster.
So who is evil, Elmo or Cookie Monster?
They call him Evil Elmo, but he's dressed as Cookie Monster. Why, I don't fucking know.
Well, you see, there's a difference because
Yeah.
Elmo, I buy Elmo being evil. He doesn't have eyelashes. It's no good. I believe Cookie Monster, in some circumstances, has eyelashes, especially female Cookie Monster. Elmo doesn't have eyelashes. That's a serial killer right there. Elmo's a maniac.
Says police in Santa Cruz, California are warning tourists and residents to avoid a creepy man dressed as Cookie Monster. Authorities have identified him as the same perpetrator, also known as Evil Elmo, a street performer who earned that nickname a decade ago by terrorizing people in major cities across the United States while dressed as the beloved Muppet. For years, the 59-year-old man, who goes by the name Adam Sandler, no relation to the actor,
He just put it on his ID. Fuck yeah.
has wandered
All
from
right.
tourist hotspot to tourist hotspot, adding to his rap sheet as he goes. In each city, Sandler dresses up as a Sesame Street character and stations himself in a crowded area, inviting visitors to take photos with him. Once they do, Evil Elmo often launches into vulgar rants, conspiracy theories, or anti-Semitic tirades, especially if his customers refuse to pay up for the photos.
Oh, fuck. That's good stuff. That's great. Dude, that guy should come here. Oh, yeah. Why is he getting in trouble for that? That's like a thing. You know? What do you mean? You getting in trouble for that? You can't say... He's dressed up like a fucking cartoon character. He's not a real guy. He's not a real guy saying that stuff. He's a fucking cartoon. That's hilarious. Oh, I like that guy. He should come here. We got an asshole out here that says crazy shit like on the corner with signs, and it says like there's only 2 genders, and like fucking John Denver must die, or whatever the fuck. He says crazy shit, dude.
He already has.
He just says crazy shit on there, and I don't know. Like, he puts it in the walkways, you know? Like, if you're walking over the bridge, these signs are on, like, protruding into the sidewalks. I think that is fucking illegal. How is that guy allowed to fucking just muck up the streets with his fucking nonsense? And if you tell him to, like, fuck off, he'll, like, holler at you and shit. You can fuck with him. He's crazy. He's crazy as hell.
Well, and the thing that gets me is, so he has, I don't know if it's a snow shovel or what the fuck it is, that he has signs on both sides, and he spins it around. How are you supposed to read the motherfucker?
Oh, you can't read it. He has no political agenda. You can't sign anything if you walk up to him. He's not doing anything for anyone. He's just out there being an asshole. That's legal. You're allowed to do that. Like, that guy's an asshole, and he just fucking nobody cares. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to give a shit about the asshole. If you don't give a shit about us, well, then we lose subscribers.
Okay, we're gonna take a brief break. I'm going to pull up a video so I can share it with you guys. We'll be right back.
We'll be back.
Or perhaps we're not going to share the video because this doesn't always want to work on this program.
I fucking lied. How about that?
So what I was going to share is do voiceover work for a channel that it's called Fable Flicks.
Well,
stories and
they're just starting out. They're a young channel.
Yep.
But Johnny, man, he's on it, man. He's on it. And I think it's crazy because it's kind of like a kid's story, and I guess the other guy hasn't heard this show. But, yeah, you guys check it out if you got the young ones, or if you're into, like, you know, I don't know, getting read things. It kind of sounds like it's a book, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Some people had their parents read to them and stuff. My mama couldn't read, so she didn't ever read to me. But, you know, whatever.
But I'll put a link in the description for this episode, so if you guys want to check it out. I shared it on our Facebook too, I think on our Twitter as well.
If you can guess what 2 parts Johnny does, you get nothing. It's all
right, so we're gonna
shitty show. All right,
we're gonna wrap up this episode.
We'll catch you next week.
We'll see you next time. New podcast starting every Tuesday at 8 a.m. or hear previous episodes anytime.
Come on back every week, C-Sweet Poppy. I got what you need.
You can email us at whostalkingshh@gmail.com. That's 3 H's.
That's it. Email me. I want to read your shit.
You can leave a voice message on Anchor and possibly be included in an upcoming episode. Tell us how much you like it or if you think it sucks.
Leave me a name and number after the beep.
Go to our Facebook page link on Anchor.
You know you like me.
You can also hear us on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and many more.
You know me. I'm on all the platties, dawg.